Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. Today I believe we have a doubleheader with an Xfinity race at Texas and then our second hot seat offer in the Cup Series. So, as a result of last episode, I needed to take a break, so I apologize for no episode on Wednesday, but here we are back on Friday. And yeah, so I'm going to assume that Martinsville was an extremely tough track for a hot seat. So I'm not going to get a custom setup out for Texas. But if Texas also does bad in the Cup race, then I will, for the future, start bringing out custom setups. But I do want to attempt to do this as normal as possible, I guess, without custom setups. Just for confirmation, I know a couple people asked, I am on hard difficulty. The only thing I changed after last episode was I turned the stability help back off. But yeah, that's the only thing I changed, so hopefully we can have a decent race when we do get to the Cup Series. But first we do have the My Bariatric Solutions 300 at Texas, so let's go and do that. Alright, let's see where we qualify here. Not the best of laps on my part. And 17th. Yeah, that was a pretty bad qualifying effort for our team. We're right with our teammate there, starting on the same row, but still, that was not a good effort. I should have done, excuse me, I should have done some practice, but thought I'd be able to do it without, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm going to leave the setup where it is. I just need to learn my off-throttle zones, but let's head off to the race. Got the My Bariatric Solutions, a Wise Health System Service 300. Christopher Bell starting at the back, so that probably moves us up a spot. Ryan Priest is starting on the front row. And yes, it does. So we are now starting 16th, I believe. Excuse me, my throat's a little raspy today, I guess. Alright, get off to our usual pathetic restarts, and then hopefully we can kick it into gear here. Texas again, I know they always talk about this even though it's been 4 years since they've done the reconfiguration, but turns 1 and 2 are a lot more flat than turns 3 and 4, and they're a lot harder for me personally to get right. So 3 and 4 are definitely going to be the turns that I need to really focus on, as demonstrated by the fact that I'm going 3 wide on the outside here. Joe Nemechek, that's a good effort for him. Alright, I'm going to try to get to the inside here. And I've really got to let off big time here. A lot more than you normally would at a mile and a half, unless if you're at Kentucky. Alright, I'm going to run to the inside here. Cole Custer is throwing the massive block on us. Jeez. You see, this is where my iRacing experience is affecting my NASCAR Heat 3 experience. Normally, I would just keep my foot in it and probably wreck Custer. But obviously, if I did that in iRacing, that would affect my safety rating. So, this is why you really kind of need to separate the two sometimes. But it depends on what boat you're in. Should I have wrecked Custer or should I have not wrecked Custer? If you wanted me to wreck Custer, then yes, I need to separate the two games. But if you didn't want me to wreck Custer, then you got your wish. Ross Chastain in second yet again. We are on the last lap of stage 1. Don't think I'm going to be able to catch Hemrick, but I might be able to get past Chastain here. The second. If I have a really good 3 and 4, I might be able to catch him. Catching him and passing him are two very different things, though. Okay, I'm going to get to his inside off the corner.
Still there?
Oh, come on. Yes, we got it! That was a close finish right there. It didn't even show on the upper right-hand corner that I was in first at all. Well, that was a close effort. We will not be pitting here. That was so close. Yeah, it didn't even register in the upper right-hand corner at all. So I must have just passed him at the line. That was a heck of a run. But now I think we're going to kind of get into our usual mile-and-a-half groove here in the Xfinity Series and probably run away with it, I'd have to guess.
Careful, still there.
We'll see.
Clear all around there.
Yep, we blocked Mr. Hemrick there. Ross Chastain is still here. I'm going to have to block him a bit. But now that we're up to speed, I anticipate us not having any issues as far as other cars. So I'm going to cut out here, save a little time on the video, and I'll see you guys at the end of the stage.
Won that stage. Way to go.
Alright.
Wave them guys off. Caution's out.
The stage ended a little bit prematurely there, but the top 5 definitely got shaken up a little bit. We are all going to be pitting here. I'm going to assume 4 tires and fuel is the name of the game here. But I might be severely wrong. Nope. Alright, 4 tires and fuel is definitely the name of the game. But yeah, Harvick came up here. Jeremy Clements is in 3rd now. Hemrick and Chastain both fell a bit. Chastain's still in 5th, but Hemrick, I believe, fell to 8th. So let's see if we can protect here.
Stay low, stay low. Careful, still there. You're clear all around there.
Oh, protect the bottom from Jeremy Clements, who's having an excellent run. Clements and Chastain are leading up the bottom row there. Alright. There we go. Now we're starting to gap them a bit. Alright, since this is a doubleheader, normally I would talk about some real-life events here, but we're going to cut away. I'll probably have some time to do that during the Cup Series race. So we'll cut away, and I'll see you guys if anything interesting happens.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
Alright, caution is out. Not quite sure what for. We'll look down the leaderboard and see if anybody's pitting. Nope. Alright, no pitting. No need to. Jeremy Clements is in 2nd. Elliott Sadler's now in 3rd. We've had kind of a rotating cast of people up here in the top 10 throughout this race.
Are you ready? Green flag. Car there on the outside.
So let's see if we can get a good restart here. We should have like 5 laps to go, 4 laps to
Still
go.
there?
But yeah, I was just pulling away, minding my own business.
Alright, you're clear there.
Alright, blocked Elliott Sadler. Did a good run off the corner. Block him again. Alright, there we go. I guess I'll leave you guys in here for the last 4 laps. But yeah, I know some people are going to see me doing these mile-and-a-half races and are going to ask me why I'm not doing the Xfinity Series and Truck Series on Legend. And it's a combination of the fun factor. When I did the first couple races on Legend, they were very difficult, and I do think I would have had to get a custom setup going for the races in order to be competitive. So, and I really didn't want to do that because those custom setups can be so hit and miss. They're so loose that half the time I'm just spinning out. If you want evidence of that, you can see my NASCAR Heat 2 playthrough. And that's nothing against the custom setups creators, but in order to be super fast, you got to be super loose, and it's just sometimes really hard to control, especially when you're playing on a controller versus a steering wheel. But so that's one thing, the custom setups, and then, like I said, the fun factor.
One more to go.
White Flag is out sponsored by Credit One Bank, but I'm perfectly fine with this, honestly. It's kind of a nice breather. The truck series will be similar on the mile-and-a-half, but obviously the short tracks, as we saw with Martinsville, are going to be a little difficult. Phoenix was pretty difficult. Those short tracks and the road courses and the restrictor plates were still pretty difficult. But here we are, checkered flag. That's another win for the happy dog in spirit, of course. I know that's not what I'm supposed to be saying, that line. We'll do a little bit of a burnout here. We absolutely whooped the field, so we kind of deserve it. Frick you, O'Reilly's. Oh, O'Reilly. Auto Parts. Bam. This video is not sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. I want to see some of those opening moves. Those were really cool. Oh yeah, right here where I go 3 wide on Joey Gase. That was an excellent move right there. Alright, I think we got enough material for a thumbnail there. But yeah, we won both stages. First stage barely, second stage by a lot, and then we absolutely demolished the field the rest of the race. I did see Tommy Joe Martins was on pit road with some sort of engine failure. Everybody else finished the race. Cole Custer second. Kevin Harvick was third. So let's head back. No, let's head off to Victory Lane. Excuse me. Well, we gotta look at the money first, obviously. This is a pretty darn rich race. I will say that. Texas is always a pretty rich race. How's the merch doing? Hey, we're up to $3,000 in merch. That is excellent. We've come a long way from just selling, a couple t-shirts and a hat. We are third in points. That is our second win. We have the most playoff points as well. So, that is excellent. Maybe we can get a regular season championship going at some point here, but here we are in Victory Lane. That's another win for the Happy Dog and Spirit, of course. I know I'm repeating that. But, no, just kind of a minor detail to touch on 704 would be these Victory Lane celebrations. Like you can see, this Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series in the background. This is clearly an Xfinity race. Having the custom trophy for the race would also be beneficial as well. So that's just something that they could touch on. But let's head back to the menu and get ready for the Cup Series race. Alright, we're getting 5,000 more fans by doing that. I'll check in the incentive contract. And not a single message from anybody after that race. Wow. Okay, hot seat offer. We could use your help driving the 96 car at Texas this Sunday. Get a top 35 finish, and we might consider working with you in the future. Alright. So I'm going to talk through this loading screen because I had to. 96 car Gaunt Brothers Racing. That's Parker Klingerman's car this season, but it's also been DJ Kennington's car in the past. Top 35. Again, I think should be doable. You only have to beat 4 cars. But as Martinsville showed, that could be a bit of a stretch. But now I'll cut away and I'll see you guys at the end of qualifying. Alright, let's see what we do here in qualifying. 34th. Oh boy. I'm honestly a bit concerned that this is going to be so similar. I'm a bit concerned. But we're just going to have to roll with it. I don't think making the car any looser is going to help me in the long run. So, alright, let's start the race. I'll turn it over to PRN.
Hello, race fans. Today, the stars of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series stampede into Texas for the running of the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. In 2017, this 1.5-mile D-shaped oval received a Texas-sized overhaul when a new layer of asphalt was added and banking was reduced in turns 1 and 2 by 4 degrees. Let's head trackside to see if these drivers have mastered this new configuration. Time to go racing on PRN.
It's been 6 years. They said 2013, right? It's been 6 years since that reconfiguration happened, and they're still talking about it. Ryan Newman's car is really fast. That's it. Alright. Fortunately, we're starting on the outside, so that's not going to help us too much.
Coming to the green. Ready? Green flag, green flag. Hold your line, guys.
Alright, this is take 2 of doing this race because I made a few mental errors and I was not going to let that slide because it would have made me miserable.
Car there on the inside.
But I am going to say this is not going to be very easy as demonstrated by me getting absolutely demolished by these back markers. So this is not going to be an easy race, I will say that much. But if I can stay in the draft, I'm fine and I should be able to make a few passes. But once I lose the draft, I'm just absolutely dead. Well, I cannot let that happen here. If I can get underneath Corey LaJoy, that would make my life exceedingly more easy.
Careful, still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Fortunately, I really don't want to be on the outside. But if there's a corner to be on the outside, this is the corner to do it. Alright, let's just sneak back in here. But yeah, I made a couple stupid decisions in the first attempt, and I decided to not let that slide, and we'll just do a do-over here. I mean, I was halfway through the race when I decided to do that, so this has turned into an extremely long recording session, but it is what it is.
Stay low, still there.
But yeah, this is still not easy, I'll say that much, but I do think getting 35th is very possible. If we do things right, we don't make any errors, but we basically have to run a perfect race in order to do so. So this is going to be a tense race and can't really afford any mistakes. But here we are in 35th. I really just cannot lose the draft of these guys in front of us. That is absolutely something that cannot happen. Also, something to note for any of you who have yet to reach this point in your own career mode, don't take 2 tires at Texas. Not worth it. Not worth it.
Still there?
Alright, I think I saw drafted Hemrick there, actually. This is going a lot better than the first attempt already, and I haven't even gotten to the part where I did stupid things. Alright. So yeah, do not take 2 tires, unless if there's like, unless if it's like a green-white checkered. Because after like a lap, you're screwed, essentially. Alright, I am losing the draft a bit though, so that is a bit concerning. It just makes my life a whole lot easier when I'm in the draft to protect, but now I'm just gonna have to do it with what little raw speed I actually have in this car. We just need to avoid getting into wrecks, not making any stupid decisions here at the beginning. I'm sure there'll probably be a couple cars drop out of the race, so I think we'll be able to do top 35 no problem, as long as we're being smart. Now, something that the AI does here that doesn't make much sense at all, and I haven't seen anywhere else yet, is they do like to hug the bottom quite significantly on the straightaways. So in order to protect, I have to take a really bad angle into the corner, and it's really not helping my life. Also, Brendan Gaughan getting a run to the outside, that's different. But you can see, without the draft, look how far away those guys are already. They're gone. They're absolutely gone.
Car on the outside now.
I'm so slow. The AI are even getting a run on the outside. That never happens. You have to understand how little that actually happened of the AI being able to pass you on the outside of the corner. But now I got LaJoy's draft, so I should be able to maintain a little bit. But if I lose LaJoy, then I'm screwed again. Oh, I had to itch my nose, and I hit the wall. Alright, but if I can just stay behind LaJoy, we can maintain this position, get an inside lane start, hopefully. We got somebody smoking up ahead here. Not quite sure what's happening, but maybe that'll bring these guys to us a bit. I'm not seeing an exceedingly... Yes, I am. That is Michael McDowell. No, it's whoever's in front of McDowell. That would be Reed Sorensen. Alright.
No points that stage, but plenty of racing left.
Alright. So that is possibly somebody who we will not be seeing again. That's beneficial. Alright, so this is where things started going haywire. I took 2 tires here last time, but we are not going to do that this time. Alright, unfortunately we are on the outside, so we are probably going to lose a couple spots, but once we do get to the inside, hopefully we can gain him back. Alright, so is Sorensen out of the race? Because if he is, that's going to benefit me greatly. I think he is. Yes, there he is on pit road. So that is a spot that we do not have to worry about. So that is excellent. Alright, here we are getting horrendous starts.
Inside.
If I could just get... There we go. Alright. We only lost a couple spots, 3 spots there, so not bad at all. Could have been a lot worse.
Stay low, stay low. Still there.
See, you gotta run on Chastain, and then normal AI physics, they would, you know, go to the top of the track, but they were just protecting the bottom like crazy. I don't know if that's just their attempt to block me, or if that's, you know, just bad AI mapping, but in the trioval especially, they're just hugging the bottom. Alright, but we got around Chastain here, see if we can clear him. Yes, we do. Let's not lose this draft, because otherwise there is no hope for us. But there's still double file, so I think we should be able to keep it. But yeah, this is already going exceedingly better than the first attempt, that's for sure. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. If we can pass this hot seat, I think we'll probably still have one more 3-star hot seat that we'll have to pass before we hopefully start getting some 4-star hot seats. So depending on what track that is, I might still end up using a custom setup, because this is hard and I'm really good at 1.5 miles, so I might end up using a custom setup anyway, depending on what track it is, especially if it's like a Martinsville or a Richmond or a Bristol. But I don't know what track that next hot seat offer would be at, so you can stay tuned for that. But yeah, we're staying right with these guys. Again, like I said, staying in the draft is key. You know, I was going to say something about this earlier, but I wanted to see it for myself. But I compare the current real-life setup package on 1.5 miles that they just started implementing, very similar to the video game package, where you can draft, and you kind of need draft in order to stay with these guys on 1.5 miles. So I think it's very, very similar, if you think about it. Obviously, I don't know the specifics about the new package or anything like that, but I think what they were aiming for is very similar to what we have here in the video games, where if you have a fast car, you can draft up on a car and usually you can pass it. I think that's what they're aiming for. Now obviously we're a really slow car in probably a higher position than what we should be in, so we just need the draft to kind of survive, very similar to some of our real life back markers. So yeah, I think it's very similar, and that could be what they're aiming for, honestly. I'm not even sure, but that is something to consider. How many laps do we have here? 3 laps to go with the line. But yeah, as far as channel announcements go, some of you may have saw on Twitter that I started up a second channel called ATF Gaming Live, where I have all of my live stream VODs that are not otherwise used on this channel. So most everything aside from Stone Block or any other future series that me and John or others may have on the channel, any of the other streams will most likely be put on that channel. And I put up the my first look at Dirt Rally 2.0 over there as well. Oh, Ty Dillon just died in the background.
No points that stage,
Yep.
but plenty of racing left.
Alright, well, we'll continue that discussion in a minute after we take 4 tires and possibly lose some spots. Not sure. No repair. Do it. I don't want to overheat, so we won't do it. Alright, again, outside lane. Not too thrilled about that.
Starter has the green
So
flag.
this will be an interesting restart.
Green's out now. Let's go.
Again, would love to be able to get to the bottom as soon as possible.
20 more laps. No
we will have to do a pit stop at some point in this stage.
Careful, still there.
Alright. Snuck to the bottom in 35th position. I will definitely take that. Maybe we can gain a few spots here, if we can just stay in the draft. Ty Dillon is back in the race after seemingly colossal damage earlier. So that's good. Not for me, but for him. But we do have one car out of the race. That's the 39th place car, Reed Sorensen. He's still sitting on pit road. But, so that's one car we don't have to worry about, but we still gotta beat 3 other cars, so. Okay, I'm gonna get underneath the Joy here. If I can stay in Gaughan's draft. Got a little loose off the corner, so I don't think it'll happen this lap. Nope. But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier. So any like random multiplayer streams, like Rocket League streams or Super Smash Brothers, if I ever go back to that, Mario Kart, just some like random one-off streams, those will be going up on the second channel, ATF Gaming Live. I believe if you go onto my main channel, that channel should be on the sidebar. I will also try to make sure it's in the description of this video, but I also cannot promise that that will happen. So if you are ever in the boat of wanting to see some of the stuff that I live stream, but you don't want to go over to Twitch and watch it, then that will most likely be going up on the second channel. So be sure to check that out. It's just kind of a place that, you know, especially stuff that I might have previously considered putting on this channel in a longer episode format. I'm just going to put it over there because I really want to avoid having long episodes of anything on this channel. So especially once Stone Block ends, that there will be no long videos on my channel. Stone Block is an exception because we really did want to get through that pretty fast here on YouTube. So that's the one exception to what I am trying to do here, but once Stone Block ends, then we will definitely start making sure everything is on around a half hour or less. This video right here might be a little long considering we're doing a Cup Series race and an Xfinity Series race. Granted, I was able to cut most of the Xfinity Series race out. Also, just noticed that we have kind of pulled away from the last 3 cars, which is great. Not going to complain about that whatsoever. But yeah, be sure to check that out. Again, ATF Gaming Live. Hopefully I'll have a link in the description, and it will be on my channel. The little featured channels list on the side of my channel homepage. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe over there and all that. I highly doubt that that channel will get to the YouTube threshold ever, but it's worth a shot. Caution is out. We will all be pitting here. I do see some smoke up ahead. Now we just got to figure out. So we are 1 can of fuel. I'm going to have to do 4 tires because I learned my lesson earlier. We'll loosen it up just a bit. We might lose a couple spots here. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. They obviously took 2 tires, but I learned my lesson after the failed attempt. So Jimmy Johnson's back here as well. He must have been the person who had the incident. So he's obviously going to probably get by these guys at a very fast speed. I need to not lose the draft, which I'm kind of doing right now. Again, I only need to beat 3 cars. Oh crap. Don't lose the draft, Aaron. Don't lose the draft. Okay, we're back. I really need to get by Chastain if at all possible.
Stay on the bottom. Still there.
Not going to happen this lap. We'll give him a shove, try to get him back into the pack here. All I need to do is beat 3 cars. That's all I need to do. If I can do the round title, that'll be 1.
Stay low. Still there.
I was thinking about maybe trying to get a nose underneath Chastain, but I had a feeling that would probably spit me out and make me very sad. So, not doing that. You have 8 laps to go to to do this. Just giving Chastain a little bump here. Gray Galding is holding up Jimmy Johnson so much right now. Oh, got a little squirrely off the corner there. Oh, Chastain's 3 wide. Can I take advantage of it and get behind him? The one time I decided to take a little bit of a different route going into the corner. Alright, I'm attempting to pass Jimmy here, but I know he's going to get back around me if he can ever get clear of Daniel Hemrick. Okay, come on. Alright. So I think in order to feel safe, I'm still gonna oh, game just kind of lagged out there. I'm still gonna have to get past Chastain, I think, if I ever want to feel safe, because I know Jimmy's going to pass me as I get super loose in the corner. I'm losing Chastain so hard right now. If I lose the draft, I'm gonna have to let Jimmy by me and hope that I can catch it with him in front. Okay, I'm starting to get it back here. I think I am faster than Chastain. Oh, we have somebody blowing up front. I'm going to go high, and maybe we can cheese out a few positions here.
Careful, still there. Hold your line.
Nope,
Got one inside.
pulled off the track in time. Looks like it might have been Ryan Blaney. But that is a spot. Oh, no, Jimmy!
Inside. Caution's out. Wave them off.
Okay. I'm going to take the brunt of the blame on that one. But
All right, man. You're coming to the green.
that
Ready now.
still felt like it was partially Jimmy and Daniel's fault. But with Ryan Blaney out of the race now, I only need to beat 2 cars. I got 4 tires and fuel. Unfortunately, this is a green-white checkered, so I really, really need to nail the start here and get around Dillon and Hemrick. I'm losing the draft, though. Come on, come back to me, please. Oh, God. I was able to get them back to me earlier. I'd love to be able to do it again. I have fresh tires. That should mean something. I'm going to have to pass 2 people here on this last lap, and that's going to be so difficult.
All right, let's go. White flag.
That's going to be so unbelievably difficult. If Hemrick gives me any issues whatsoever, this is going to be near impossible. Come on, get underneath Hemrick. Okay, underneath Hemrick. Got a little loose. But I'm not going to be able to get any more spots. I'm not even going to be able to get this spot.
Careful. Still there.
Dang
Stay
it!
with us all day long. We'll get you a better car.
Dang it! I'm so frustrated right now. Nope, that was it. Freaking Jimmy. He definitely could have given me more room. There's no doubt about it. And then Daniel just ran me over. Dang it! Congratulations, Ryan Newman. Ifty-doo-dah-day, 21,000 fans were impressed with my essentially last place finish. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. Why don't you give me a ride? In a good car. Well, that was an incredibly long recording session. And next week is Bristol. That'll be fun. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.